When you were 12 years old, did anybody teach you how to give a blowjob?
I don't believe anyone taught me how to give a blowjob, Patrick.
Do you think you needed to learn how to do that at 10 or 12 years old?
I have trouble accessing that part of my memory. I was not a player at 12, let me guarantee you.
Other boys is dangling is not a player. I'm asking you a question about what it was to, if that was something you needed to learn at the age of 10 or 11 or 12. That part is
Patrick,
how
Patrick,
ludicrous is my question right now?
Me. Every other second we turn on the TV was a story about you. Every day you were on. It was mathematically impossible to avoid you.
Long time ago, though, brother.
Long time ago, but the audience who doesn't know needs to kind of know. So let me kind of properly introduce you. Anthony David Weiner is an American former politician who served as the U.S. representative for New York's 9th Congressional District from 1999 to his resignation in 2011. A member of the Democratic Party, Weiner resigned from Congress June of 2011 after it was revealed he sent sexually suggestive photos of himself to different women. In 2017, you pleaded guilty for transferring obscene material to a minor and was sentenced to 21 months in prison. He was also required to permanently register as a sex offender. Weiner began serving his federal prison sentence the same year and was released in 2019.
That's kind of dated, that stuff.
A few things. You're very weird. I mean, that's very obvious. You're a very weird, interesting guy. But I'm going to tell you one thing about...
That's a kind adjective. We're just getting to know each other. You're already calling me weird. We barely know each other.
I think the opportunity to get to know each other was lost 10 minutes ago. With all due respect, this is why people don't like you and trust you. This is why America doesn't trust the establishment. And the one thing I want
Am I going to be the harbinger of the establishment in this conversation?
No, you're part of it. So this is why America's...
What difference? What point are you making here, my brother?
Oh, you were about to say, what difference does it make? A legendary quote used by somebody else in the past.
No, what difference does it make to your point?
I guess the first question that I have is, you pled guilty, Anthony, to sending obscene materials to a young girl, a 15-year-old girl. You pled guilty, you served jail time. Have you changed? Are you a different person?
Well, I think so. I don't think anyone can go through that kind of experience, and I think this is probably true of people who have been through other types of adversity. I don't think you go through that type of experience and don't emerge changed.
Well, wait, but Anthony, wait a minute.
So I think it's fairly
Anthony,
obvious.
That's an obscure answer. I think so. Either you know in your heart if you changed, or you know in your heart if you didn't change. Can you assure people, because you're going to now try and draw in an audience, and they're going to want to know if you've changed or not. Have you changed?
They can judge for themselves.
I'm sorry?
I said they can judge for themselves. I'm not out to persuade you or anyone else that I've changed. I mean, I'm doing a radio show, and people can call in and ask me questions. We did one this past Saturday where people had an opportunity to call in and
pause it.
We're
You said you want to react to it?
No, you were characterizing it, so rather than you characterize it.
Was that pretty accurate on characterizing it, or was I a little off?
I'd be honest with you.
I just want to make sure I'm pretty accurate.
Would it be fair to say you stand by that statement? Do you think you have changed? Dude, I didn't know those allegations. Those are heinous allegations. Have you changed?
Well, we have a nuanced relationship with the notion of change in addiction, that we believe that you don't stop being an addict, that every day you've got to take your medicine. It's no different than being an epileptic, that once you know you have the disease, you've got to take your medication. But
a disease of texting and sexting a 15-year-old girl, a disease?
Well, I did all of these things under the influence of an addiction that I still have.
What is that addiction?
That interaction that I was getting into was stimulating something in me that was addictive. That was, I couldn't stop, even after I had increasingly worse consequences, I couldn't stop. It accelerated to the point where I hit my bottom. Actually, when I went to prison was not when I hit my bottom, it was before then. I went to rehab, and I am in recovery today. But
what were you addicted to?
It's not really clear what was doing the thing. Is it the feedback? Is it the flirting? Is it the affirmation? Is it who knows?
So you're an attention addict? Are you a drug addict, a sex addict?
I mean, the program.
Narcissist? What is it?
Program. Well, narcissist is a a diagnosis of a thing. I'm in a program for sex addicts that has a really wide range of bottom lines, the people in these rooms. Yeah, I mean, my program of recovery is related to sex addiction.
Are you talking like from a standpoint of sex addiction, or you hear the phrase the minor attracted persons? Is that what you're talking about?
The court said I didn't have any attraction to minors. I pled. I accept responsibility. I did my time.
Do you think you should have gone to jail?
No.
You did not.
9 more minutes, we're done, and you can text anybody you want to text.
I'm just dealing with a thing.
You got to get off texting sometimes. We may not agree on a lot, and your choice of lifestyle is different than the way I live. But if I looked at you,
I consider that a shot. I mean, don't.
Anthony.
I don't think any of us should be judged. Any of us should be judged that way. I haven't looked at your phone. I'm not like whatever it is. I have come clean. I have come clean about a private thing you know about me that is embarrassing.
You're not going to let me finish my point.
All right, but that's the third time you've done that little kind of thing.
But by the way,
I don't appreciate.
I can tell you 40 times what you did when in the middle of me asking you a question, you interrupted me for the entire time I was trying to finish my question.
You asked some long questions, you got to admit.
Well, you can say that after I'm done asking a question, but here's what I was going to say to you. I think you are so protected. By watching
protected? I was literally sent to prison for sexting.
Yeah,
how protected am I?
I think,
and I don't think you would consider me protected when I was in the can either, pal. What do you mean protected?
Yeah, no.
My life was destroyed.
Brother,
where was the deep state when I fucking needed them?
There's
quite a different thing to say that we believe that there is a place that they're skinning babies in the basement, and not say, here's the name of the pizzeria and the guy that owns it and his address. Do you see that distinction? Do you?
You're a dark human being, guy. You're pretty dark.
Pal. Settle down.
No. You're pretty dark to take the angle you did.